This is IGN. An extremely satisfying conclusion to Diablo's latest demonic saga. This is your IGN review of Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred by Travis Northrop. After 2024's Vessel of Hatred expansion left me dangling off a narrative cliff like a hapless sanctuary peasant, Lord of Hatred had quite a lot riding on its ability to deliver on that momentum and give me a reason to become hopelessly lost in its loot-filled grind once again. The good news is that it's done exactly that, thanks to a tight, satisfying campaign. 2 new classes that I've already spent dozens of hours experimenting with and min-maxing builds for, and an endgame that's so loaded with things to do that I occasionally forgot some of the systems even existed. If you've been waiting for a reason to dive back into Diablo 4's particular brand of misery, Lord of Hatred has plenty of compelling reasons to do so. As a proper end to the demonic battle that's been building since 2023, Lord of Hatred's cutscenes are unsurprisingly jaw-dropping, but it's the writing and pacing of this short and sweet 8-ish hour campaign that stands as some of Blizzard's best work yet. It had me on the edge of my seat from beginning to end with all sorts of twists, turns, and tragedies, references to deep Diablo lore, and motivations for even its most irredeemable characters that had me debating demon philosophy with my friends in party chat as we smashed our way through gobs of imps. Sure, the campaign is only a tiny part of the inevitable hundreds of hours that will be spent mindlessly exploding loot goblins into sparkly treasures, but part of the reason I'm so attached to this depressing and violent world is precisely because of the mysteries, drama, and unforgettable characters that occupy it. Lord of Hatred takes full advantage of all those things, making it easily one of my favorite Diablo campaigns to date. Aside from the finale to the story and some new places to explore, Lord of Hatred also introduces 2 very cool character classes to shake things up. The returning Paladin is about what you'd expect if you journeyed across Sanctuary as one in Diablo 2, with loads of protection abilities and ridiculously powerful build options, like the Aura build my co-op mate designed so he could just walk around destroying everything in his path without even having to lift a finger. The Warlock, on the other hand, is completely new to the series, not counting Diablo 2 having recently retroactively added it in for the 30th anniversary, of course, which has you claiming Hell's power as your own in a wide variety of diverse builds. That ranges from the Necromancer-like Legion options that are all about summoning demons to do your fighting for you, to the Vanguard build that turns you into a demon yourself, for those who prefer a more personal touch to their wanton destruction. The Paladin is pure nostalgic comfort food that I'm glad to have added to the roster, but I prefer the new hotness of the Warlock, especially just how diverse you can get with it by going down each of the 4 disciplines or by mixing and matching them together to create something unexpected. Finally, Lord of Hatred adds the feature we've all been asking for: fishing. Don't be fooled by the tidal wave of apocalyptic monstrosities that surround you. Diablo 4 is a cozy game now. In between killing demon lords and being driven to the brink of madness by the horrors you've been forced to witness, you can pull out a fishing rod and just chill out, my friend. Frankly, there really isn't much to this bizarre minigame, as you just kind of fish for a bit in a region to complete your collection and then have no reason to ever fish again. But it's kind of hilarious that they bothered to add this in at all, and as someone who loves dense ARPGs and relaxing cozy games in equal measure, it speaks to me personally. Here's hoping they add dating mechanics next. Blizzard, feel free to call me about this. I have suggestions. Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred offers a wonderfully satisfying conclusion to the Mephisto saga, with one of my favorite Diablo stories yet, some really compelling changes to build crafting, 2 equally interesting new classes, and an endgame that seems primed to be more accessible and life-devouring than ever before. There are a few missteps here and there, like the completely lame way the new endgame handles co-op progression, or the fewer than expected reasons to explore Skovos beyond the campaign missions, but the vast majority of changes, improvements, and additions are enough to convince me to sink even more time into this incredibly dense ARPG. Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred's IGN score? 8 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest updates on Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.